We wait. Dun 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 dun. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da. This year. Happy Friday.
Give him a minute.
Give him a minute. Okay. Give him a minute before I start dancing.
Most streams have like a countdown timer before.
Mm-hmm.
So you get like
Yeah, we're not that organized, are we?
Minutes.
Yeah. We do have someone anyway. I see it's popping up. Hello, Ashley. Hiya. Happy Friday. We've got some comments coming through. Yay. Hello, everybody. Give us a hello so I know that you're there and also that you can see me and hear me. We've got Laura here as well. Hey. Hey, friend. It's Friday and it's hot and muggy over here. I don't know what it's like with you guys, but it is at the moment, isn't it, Craig?
Not so bad.
Craig's got Scottish blood, so he can't really cope with hot weather.
My shorts.
But he's in his shorts. Yeah. Why are you not so bad? Obviously not been working hard enough. Hey, Amanda's here. Hey, Amanda. Going to share on Facebook. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Denise is here as well. Hello, Denise. So I just wanted to start by saying that I will be playing with some Heffy Doodle stuff tonight because I'm inspired to create with some of our Slimline trios. I know that I have kind of avoided that for the last couple of weeks. Careful. Trash in the joint. I've kind of avoided that for the last couple of weeks because it hasn't been in stock, but we got back in stock. Got those guys back in stock when? Last Saturday? So yay! Although we've gone through them quite a way, so we still have some, but not masses. But I do want to play with it because I am getting comments and questions from people about the Slimlines, so I'll address that tonight as I'm playing. Woohoo! It's very hot in my craft room. We're now hitting 26 degrees, so I don't know whether we're going to be a long one tonight. We've got the windows and windows and doors open, so we'll see how we go. Hopefully the temperature will drop in a little while. I have a nice bottle of water to keep me cool as well. It's that old challenge of letting the air get in but not the bugs in. Ooh, don't like the bugs. So what has everyone been up to this week? I would love to hear from you guys. I actually, just before I started, went ahead and brought in one of our Heffy Doodle packs of coloured cardstock because last week, how high is 26 degrees? It's probably not as high as you think, but it's warm because we have no aircon. Alexa, what's 26 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Alexa, what's 26 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
26 degrees Celsius is 78.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
So nearly 80 degrees, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot whenever you don't have aircon. Oh, and also you're not used to it. Yes, so I wanted to stock up on my card stock because I was running low. And this is the cardstock that we currently have in the Heffy Doodle store. It is 8.5 by 11. And we have some beautiful colors in here. But exciting news, we're going to have some more cardstock coming. But I'm going to need you guys help in getting the names for it. So we have the cardstock at the moment here, but we've had other things going on that we haven't had a chance to photograph it and all that jazz. So keep an eye out for that. If you're not part of the Heffy Doodlers group, that's where all the action is going to be, I believe. for that, but I've got my cardstock here ready to play with tonight, so that's good. Has anyone here played with the Heffy little cardstock? And if so, what's your favorite color? My favorite is Razzleberry and Simply Delicious, which is why those ones are at the front and the back of the packets. So those are my faves. This week, we've had some exciting things this week. Well, exciting compared to normal, because for the past however months, I've not really gone anywhere or done anything. And this week, Piper had an eye test. So I made a mask. I decided to do some sewing at the weekend because I was feeling inspired to get my sewing machine. And I made a mask, and then, so it's green polka dot. And then I decided that I was really a big nerd, and I wanted to make Ranger a bandana to match, so he's got a matching bandana. And then Piper saw it, and she decided that she wanted a mask, so I had to make her a mask as well. So we went on a little adventure out to the opticians, and she got to pick some new glasses, so she's very excited about that. And we have booked our trip to Scotland. Yay! So that's exciting too. But guess what? I have been purchasing. I did an order at Crafted Purple Frog, which is Amy's store. Sometimes Amy joins us here. And I got these storage units, the Spectrum Noir storage units. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen them before, but they are trays, and then they all clip together. And you can clip them together straight like this, so they're flush, or they can kind of step back at an angle, you know, like this, which is kind of, oops, like this. Sorry, it's a bit out of focus. But I decided that I was going to give these a whirl. To be honest, I only picked them up yesterday, and I have no idea at the moment where I'm going to put it in my craft room and which markers I'm going to put in there. But I am excited to figure that out. Maybe that'll be a weekend job. But another thing that I did do is treat myself to some more tri-blends. Yay! So, we've got some more people here. We have Carl, Becky, hello, and Sarah Louise, and Cherie, and Jasmine's here as well. Huzzah! So I bought myself some tri-blends. So I'm gonna just open these little guys. So I'm really excited about this because I've been thinking about this for a while. I wanted to get some more markers in my stash. And these seem to be the most cost-effective option. I do love my Copics, but I also suffer from full set syndrome. I know many of you guys do too. And with Copics, it hurts my heart whenever I have full set syndrome, and because Copics is just, it's so pricey, and I know I don't need them all, but you know, I still want them all. And I've coped for so long not having them all. So then I thought, well, I could just get all the tri-blends. And that one satisfied my, you know, retail therapy requirement that I needed to keep me happy. Yeah. Jasmine says, I love the tri-blends. I just ordered more myself too. Yay! So I don't know whether I'm going to put these into the storage units, because these are actually, because they are 3-in-1 markers, they're much longer than a standard marker. So I don't know if these are going to live in my storage. I mean, they will work. It will stay in the tray. I'll show you in just a second. But they kind of poke out the end quite a bit. Let me just get this undressed first of all. This is so exciting. New colors to play with. There's something strangely relaxing about. Do you guys have this? I wonder if this is a crafter thing or just a Lesley thing. Peeling off stickers is like the best feeling. I'm like, ah, yeah, peel it off. So good. And things like this. Love it. Whenever we were at university and Craig used to work in the computer game shop, and every time he would bring home a game, I was like, peeling off the stickers, and special offer. Ah, love it. Right. So we got some great colors here, and this one, awesome. And I already have some, so this is the storage unit at the moment. So they can poke out the top. They do come out the top here. But I do like the way that they all line up. That's really pretty. So that's exciting. Can't wait to play with that. But for now, I think what I'll do is just put them into a different tub, just so I've got them. Got me here. It'll take a little while for me to get used to the actual colors, I think. Like with the Copics, very much. There's my go-to colors. Oh, I need a little BG10 for this, and a RO2 and whatever. I know the numbers. There we go, the whole collection. Awesome. So I'm going to keep that on my desk for tonight. A lot of clanging around here. And let's grab some of my trios. Okay. So while I get started here, I just wanted to mention that we have actually 2 blog hops happening at the moment. Last Saturday we had a blog hop on the Heffy Doodle blog, which was from the design team to celebrate our July release. And the winner of that blog hop will actually be announced tomorrow. So I hope you will head on over to the Heffy Doodle blog to check that out tomorrow. See if you're the winner. And then at the start of the week, we had a collaboration with Joe's team from Time for Tea. Now, if you guys have been watching me and my streamings, you might know that I've been playing with some of the Time for Tea bits and pieces. We had those awesome pandas. They were amazing. And both my team and the Time for Tea team did a fantastic job of combining the products. It was a brilliant hop. Hippity hop. So if you haven't done that, you might want to go ahead. Jasmine says she started it but didn't finish it. And bear in mind that if you leave comments along the way, then that'll give you a chance to be entered into a draw. So we pick a random winner from a random blog and you'll get a prize. What's not to love? Denise says, I don't own any tri blends yet. So they're an alcohol marker. There's many different brands on the market, but I'm excited about these ones. All right, so this is the stitched slimline trio that I'm working on tonight, and there is a trio of slimline rectangles, and I have cut a panel using the middle size to get us started tonight. And I'm going to be using this trio section as well here, but before I do that, I'm actually going to do a little bit of ink blending, I think. And I think I'm going to try maybe a little bit of a rainbow theme. So I'll bring over my blending brushes here and pick out picked raspberry, mustard seed, go for a bit of carved pumpkin, and I think shabby shutters. Jasmine, do you have shabby shutters? That's another one on the list. I can't remember if you said you had that one or not. And I'll go for some salty ocean and wilted violet. So I've got quite a spread here. And I'm going to cut. Oh, I just got blue on that. Well, that tells me what I'm going to put there. Guess blue's going to be on that end. I've got rainbow colors, so I'm going to add a little bit of ink blending to create like a rainbow effect here. That's the plan anyway. Jasmine says, I do have shabby shutters. Okay, good. Jasmine messaged me this week and said, these are the colors I've got. I'm going to get some more. What should I have? That was fun for me. I was like, oh, I'm good at this game. Of course, everybody's different, so you might find that you use different colors to what I use, but I definitely think that there's colors that I very rarely use. Which is why I don't have all the oxides, because I was like, am I really going to use that? Hardly ever use the other one. The inks. So for some nice blending, go back and forth with your colors. Blue over green, green over blue, and get a nice transition happening. IBL says, hello, Lesley and everyone. I'll be watching. I'm babysitting my grand pup. Oh, what kind of puppy is it? We saw a Rottweiler puppy in the woods this afternoon or this evening. Ranger was a big fan of Lulu. She's beautiful. I'm going to just do this yellow a little bit bigger because I think I need to bring my green a bit wider. And I've picked carved pumpkin, but carved pumpkin is quite bright, so I'll just rub it on the side for a second. Sarah Louise says, Heffy Doodle and Time for Tea are a match made in heaven. The samples on the hop blow you away. Super inspirational. Oh, thank you, Sarah Louise. Yay. Jasmine ordered some Time for Tea stuff with my crafty purple frog order with some distress things and maybe something else. I can't remember now. Jasmine's birthday's coming up, so she's just in a craft frenzy. Gotta spend all the birthday money. I haven't picked out a red because I wasn't going to do a red, but I think I'll do a little bit of red. Or maybe what I'll do is abandoned coral. No, I'll not. What will I do? Candied apple is just so... Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of festive berries. I'm not a fan of candied apple. Candied apple just gets everywhere and makes a right old mess. I'll have a bit of festive berries. And then my faves, pet raspberry. So we've got a nice rainbow blend, nice and happy. Hello. A 9-week-old Labrador. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Hi Michaela, your order was shipped today. Yesterday it was shipped yesterday. This one, no, yes, this one, then this one. I love my caddy. My caddy is my favorite. We have these brush caddies in the store now, so I know when I first shared them, people were asking about them. So we have some of them in the store. Okay, so for this one, I did use the paint on card, which I'm always rambling on about. And I'm going to spritz this with some water. And I'm probably also going to spritz it with some white ink. But let's do water first of all. And try to get somewhat even coverage around there. Jasmine got a Misty and Michaela just got a Misty as well. So it's like Misty madness out there. You guys are going to love it. Are gonna love it. All right, so we have a lovely distressed look going on here. And I'm going to build up my little splatter box, as I call it. Which I actually managed to get stuff on me the last time, so it wasn't so foolproof as I thought it was going to be. But hey ho. Hey ho. Great. I'll set that aside now to dry. Is the Misty your first stamping platform? Asked Sarah Louise. I'm just cleaning off my brush here. Yes, I think Misty was Jasmine's first. Oh yeah, she says she's been using handmade acrylic blocks at Ben Midder. Yay! There we go. Looking good. Get the splatter box away. Sherry is saying, Lesley, why can't you put a Slimline card die in a 6-inch machine end to end? What? I can't understand why you would need a wider machine, which one video claimed. You can. I use it. Well, I use it in my Gemini. I've done that before. So the only thing is, in some die cutting machines, so let me show you this. This is my mini one, right? Can you guys see that the ends are kind of tapered down a little bit? Can you see that? It's kind of hard to see. That it tapers in, so it goes straight like this, and then it kind of tapers a little bit at the end. So where the taper begins, you're not going to have full pressure on it. But these are the Gemini plates, and they are flat right up until the end. And that works absolutely fine. I can die cut that using my Gemini. So I guess if you've got a machine that tapers at the end, it may be that it doesn't quite catch the end. Now, sometimes that's going to happen. That used to happen all the time because I used a small machine rather than a bigger one. But if you use tape to secure your card to your die, you can like run it through like this and then move it along and run it through again, making sure that the die doesn't move. But I don't know who said that. Why would you need a wider machine? No, I don't think so. Unless they mean a longer, some machines have a longer platform, like the Sizzix machine that I used to have, the Big Shot. It had an option to have a longer platform. But yeah, I don't know. I've never heard what you're saying. I don't think you need it. Sarah Louise says, I don't have a Misty, but the Tonic and Tim Holtz one, it was a game changer. Yeah. It really is a big game changer. Okay, so I'm going to cut out some windows using this, but I'm not going to do it just now because my Copic color is still wet. But I am going to cut myself a piece of Blueberry Bliss cardstock to be the base of my card. So I'm going to cut that at 7 inches and crease it at 3.5. And I noticed, Carl, that you said that the Crafty Essentials look great on the website. Thank you so much. Thank you indeed. Nessa says hers arrived today. Jasmine says she treated herself to the picture changer die by Launchone, that I inspired her to get one of those. Oh, I'm very good at inspiring people to spend money. I'm sorry. Sherry says, I use longer pads. Do you mean the plates? But Stephanie says you can't use a 6-inch wide machine. And I'm thinking, no. The only thing I can think of is if they have a die that cuts the base like this with a crease in the middle, then that's not going to fit in your Gemini. Right? That's not going to fit. So unless that's what they're thinking of, that they've got a die that cuts the actual base section for you. But I'm not sure why you would really need that, because it takes 2 seconds to make and to crease yourself. Okay, so this is going to go right on here like this. And I'm just going to check. Still a little bit of white ink, but not too bad. I'm going to run this through the machine once I line this up. All right. So I love doing this kind of technique because you've got loads of options here. You can stick this here and leave the blue poking through, or you can pop these for an inlaid look, and you can raise up the front section even for that 3D look, but you still have lots of the color coming through. You can use these on their own. Sometimes you can flip these over and use the white section. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. Answers on a postcard, as they say. Any suggestions? Let me know. Okay, but I am loving the blue against that. We may go for pink, green, and then blues. But I quite like the idea of them being on their own as well. Let me see if I can. I'm going to die cut. I think this little piece is going to be too skinny, maybe. It's basically the same size as my die. But if I tape it just nice, it might work. Let me tape it this way first of all. It's a little bit shy on this side. But I'm trying to be efficient with my card. So we'll give that a go. If I have to cut it again, so be it. That really was just the length I needed. Look at the little tiny sliver. have you decided what stamps you're going to use tonight? Asks Jasmine. I'm thinking I might use some unicorns because I haven't really done very much unicorns before. I might use unicorns in this, having my rainbow kind of mode. And I might use some gulls. What do you guys think? Do you have any preference or suggestions? All right, so I think I've got away with that. Let's stick this one on. Here we go. So I wanted to show you what this looks like with these put on the inside, because I think that's going to look really pretty. Oh yes, my dear. So maybe we put this on the darker color. Oh, I'm loving it. Okay, we're going to have two. We're going to use these both together to create two cards, and maybe even two cards which are somewhat similar. So let's create a background for this one, and I'm going to put some vellum maybe behind it. I haven't quite decided yet. I think I will put some light blue and some vellum. No, maybe yellow and vellum. Just bear with me whilst I have a little chat to myself, figure out what colour I want. I couldn't decide what to do, says Jasmine. But both you mentioned I don't have. Oh no. So she's going to play along with Silly Friends. Jasmine says, I finally bought the otters too. And the rest of the dies. So I'll have all matching dies for my stamps. Yay! That's really good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add some tape to this, which will give it a little bit more structural integrity. And hopefully then I'll be able to figure out what I want to do next. All right, I've run out of the tape. I'll need to grab some more. But we have cards so far like this. So I think I'm going to add some vellum. Let me grab some vellum. Ooh, actually, this is cute. This is like a blue vellum. Oh, I kind of like that. I think I'm going to add some of this. So let me cut a strip of this guy to go behind. Like so. It's going to go back here. And then I think I'm going to add a little bit of sort of like white clouds, I guess. And I might cut it out of this. So that they pop in there. So actually, if I want to have the continuation, I'll pop them in my die so we get the spacing right. Like this. And then I'm going to see if I can grab my silver lining cloud bordered eyes. See what I can go for. So I'm going to do these two at a time because my die isn't long enough. So this is going to cut here and this is going to cut here. Let me grab my mini die cutting machine. And carefully pick that up and run it through. So that one is there. This one here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'll try and continue on this hump, for want of a better word, like this. All right, I'm going to start sticking this together so that we can get an idea of how it's all going to come together. And first off, I'm going to pop some tape on this guy along the edges to stick it down, or at least along the top. I think the bottom will be covered by the clouds. So at the bottom I can use the tape runner, I think. So I think I mentioned to you guys before that we're planning on moving house, and we've got a trip planned to go and see family, but I've also had to try and make a plan to go and view houses, which sounds all fun and games, but it's actually super stressful. Candy is here. Hey Candy, how are you? Oops. Michaela says, what kind of cutting machine are you using? So for the bigger dies, I use the Gemini Junior machine, which is the noisy one that you hear whenever I am I'm running something through the machine, the noisy one. That's the Gemini Junior. And over here, so I do have this little guy, but at the moment I'm using something different, which is kind of top secret. But all will be revealed in about a month. Kind of top secret. It It is, I can confirm, it is a small desktop cutting machine. From a brand you love. But I'm giving it away now. Candy says, I'm good, got a job interview on Monday. Is it for another school, Candy? Or are you stepping away from schooling with all the jazz that's happening round about now? Good luck, girl. All right, look at that. Beautiful. Got my clutter keeper over here with my stuff in it, so I can keep everything well organized. Now, what have I done with my other piece? There it is. I think this one went down in the middle. Okay, we're good with this. So I'm actually going to raise this one up as well, but the tape behind this is 3 mil, and I'm going to use a 2 mil behind these, just so I can get a little bit of variation. You probably won't really even notice, but I'll notice, because I'm crazy like that. Marcy says, oh, I'm intrigued. Michaela says, will it be a good cutting machine for Heffy Doodle? Will it? Wow, so many questions. Yeah, looking good. Put this in here. Candy says, nope, library assistant. The school is opening the 24th. The 24th of August, I guess. Library is part-time, so hopefully I can do both when those schoolwork, I can see where that would be brilliant. Good luck. That would be awesome. Libraries are fun. All right, let's stick this in. Denise says, that's looking good so far. So I might actually use fairies on this. Maybe I'll use a fairy and a unicorn because they kind of go hand in hand. What do you think? I am loving that so far. So good. And then actually I'm going to grab the, you know, the leftover piece. Oh, actually not the leftover piece. What about this one? Maybe the leftover piece. Lesley's thinking on her feet. I'm getting so excited. This must have been from last week. No, I like the darker. The darker tone, I think, pops it a little more. So I might actually cut this down so it's just a smidgen bigger. And to do that, what I'm going to do is just lay it down and eyeball it with a little nudgy. Oh, that's the frayed end. We don't want that, do we? Because the next size up, how big is the next size up? I think the next size up is, would that work? I don't think I want it quite that much bigger. So I'm just going to give it a little, just gonna hand cut it. Well, we'll cut it with my guillotine. So let's give that a go. And I'll keep these, perfect for sentiments. What is behind the window? Asked Candy. Is it a patterned paper? Do you know, it's a kind of vellum. It's like a laid vellum or a parchment paper. I am fairly certain that it is about 10 years old. That's just the way things go. So I'm going to stick this down and pop in these pieces. I think they're going to look really cool. All right, let's add some glue to the back of this. Maybe we could do one of these with fairies and one of these with unicorns. What do you guys think? And there we go. So one of the things that I'm getting a lot of questions about is the dimensions of the Slimline and how they compare to a DL envelope. So anyone in America who's watching might go, what's a DL envelope? So a DL envelope is the standard letter size envelope. Where did my other one go? Here it is. That we use over here. And the Slimline will fit in a DL envelope, but the length is pretty much at its max. And the DL envelope is fatter. It's about this much fatter. All right, look at this. It's so cute. So cute. Let's see if I can cut this down. I feel like this is not quite the length. No, it's just shy. I might be able to make it work though. What do you guys think? Or shall we go for a bit of coloured card in the background? It looks really pretty though, I think. Let's grab some stamps. Stampy, stampy, stampies. Oh no. My magnet stole my days out of this. Nessa says she bought this die and she's hoping to play with it tomorrow. Yay! Good. All right, let's see what my unicorns are like. This one is definitely my most favorite. But I like these two as well. I like them all, obviously. But those are my faves. And I think I'll add a couple of little clouds also. Maybe a rainbow. Jasmine says she was supposed to work overtime this weekend, but it got cancelled. Yay! Although overtime means more money, right? Unless it's that kind of overtime that they're like, yeah, you're required to do this, So you don't really get a choice, and no, you're not getting paid. It's not fun. But at least it's not a consume cleanup. Oh, time back in low. Yeah. So what is everybody playing with this week? Any crafting happening? Just gonna go and drop down this blind, see if I can keep the beasties at bay. All right, so I've stamped my unicorns. So I'm kind of excited to use my tri-blends, but I don't really know what colors are all going to end up being like. So let's see where we're at. I think we're going to need, I think I'm going to use pale colors. So we've got dark, mid, and light. So let's go for light first of all. I think I'm actually going to just do solid color to start with. And I'm not going to go right up to the edges. Leave a little bit of a gap. And then mid color. All right. Oh, that looks lovely. Probably only going to use the mid and the light on this one. I'm a big fan of this. What's this one called? Pale Pink Blend. Is nice. All right, so pink's going to go over here. I think I'm going to do a yellow in the middle. So I've got light yellow blend, citrus blend. I think light yellow is probably where it's at. This is one of the ones I already had, I think. So this is the light side, but it's quite, I don't know, it's quite, the only word I can use is dirty looking. Like it's not vibrant like some of the pale yellows in my Copics. Maybe the citrus blend would have worked better, I'm not sure. Has a more of a what's that greeny yellow tone that you, oh, I can't remember what it's called. Is it like a mimosa or something? Oh, a chartreuse. Is that like a greeny yellow? Chartreuse. It's a fun word to say, I have to say. Candy says, I made a video using Brutus Monroe's pigment powders today. Ooh, what colors were you working on, girl? I'm going to go for ice blue blend for this one. Oh no, let's try blue turquoise blend. Oh, that's very dark. I'm going to go back to ice blue blend. Or aqua blue blend looks nice too. Yeah, let's do aqua blue blend. Ew. Squeaky nibs, but not necessarily a bad thing. I'm going to go ice blue. Chickened out. No, wait, this is later. So it looks like all of the blues that I got, which I actually do like them, but they're not as light as I would like it to be. So I'm going to steal some B00 or BG000. It's probably I'll probably get used to it. They are vibrant, so that's nice. All of them, as someone on Facebook asked how they worked, so it was a playtime video. Oh yay. Can't go wrong with a playtime vid. While I've got this BG0 out, I'm going to just add a couple of little lines to the thing, and let's add, I want to go for a purple lavender blend, and I'm going to go dark. To light. Oh, that's pretty. You guys see? I think I'm actually going to do all of their hairs in these colors. Which will be a nice way to tie them all together. They're looking very My Little Pony-ish. Yay! And I think I'm going to do the same with the tail, just make it purple. So for the actual rainbow, I'm just gonna go ahead and add some solid color in here. Because why not? Citrus blend, that one is. Let's try the magenta blend up top, which is like a pinky red. We'll go for some alpine green. No, we won't. Well, I'll go for some mid-tone alpine green. That one's a little bit too neon for my liking. And a blue. I'm actually not a big fan of that green. So let's try and turn it into a different color. We'll add some blue on top. You may have to abandon ship with the rainbow. That's a bit better. We'll go purpley at bottom then. May work, may not, we'll see. I think it might take the color tones in a slightly different direction from what we already have. Oh look, here's a little guy ready to go. All right, let's see. Hey Roberta, hey Yells Yells. Got some unicorns on the go. So let's see. I'll run these through my die cutting machine. And add them to our cards so far. Yells Yells says that she's loving these long cards. Yes, I'm using the stitched Slimline trio dies tonight for some fun and games. Michaela likes him too. Hey Michaela, how was your time away? You were away on holiday, weren't you? I hope you had a wonderful time. Get these clouds. One of my favorite things about this stamp set is that the cloud dies actually look really cool and just die cut on their own. Even without the stamped image. So if you're ever looking for a small cloud die, you can use these ones on their own. Which, if you think about it, gives you a lot more mileage, a lot more bang for your buck. Right. Let's try this last clued. And see what the card's going to turn out like. I'm thinking maybe I should have gone for grey unicorns, given the fact that we've got a lot of colour happening on the card. Okay, what do you guys think? Let's see. I think this is going to be too much. We could have 3 loonicorns. All in a row. Maybe with some clouds. Around about. I like it, but I'm going to actually add a little accent to each of these guys. I'm going to use a stardust marker. To add some cutie marks to each of these guys, which I think would be really cute, to give them that authentic My Little Pony feel. I'm going to add a little bit of foam behind his head so it doesn't get squished, smooshed. Yells says, have you used distress inks? Yes, I did indeed use distress inks. And I used it with the blending brushes, not the foam applicator. I went for some blending brushes this time. So his body is mostly jumping on this one, so I'll put a glue dot on his head and foam on his belly. Like that. And then over here, Jasmine says, I need more brushes. I love them and I get on a lot easier with them, but they are pricier. Yeah, they are pricier, but they're worth it. They are worth it. They are. I love them. So I got carried away sticking these on and forgot to do the cutie mark, so let's come back to that. So this one has like a little plus sign. And this one's going to have a heart. And this one is going to have, I'm not sure yet, maybe just circles. Or sunshine, something like that. So I think we need a little sentiment down here. So let me see if I can grab maybe one of the sentiments from, I wonder, maybe the big bold banners, or I might just go for, oh, one of these would be nice. I like "You Are My Kind of People." I think that's kind of fun. If I could stamp on that. Or one of these. Ooh, I have some already stamped. Sending love. I've got pink sending love. Don't think I want that one. I think I had a yellow one in here. Let me see. No. Must have imagined it. Or used it. Probably more likely that I've used it, to be honest. I like the "You Are My Kind of People," but I don't want it to be so long like this. So what do you guys think? Or "You Are My Happy Place." That's actually really cute. I like that one. Should we go for that one? Yells said, do you have envelopes or will you have to make your own? I have been looking to try and get size 10 or size 9 envelopes, and I cannot get any anywhere, sadly. And any that I can find on the supplier websites all seem to be really poor quality. So the kind of quality that you would get for if you were sending it, if you get a letter through the mail from a service provider or something. So I'm just making my own. Or I'll use a DL envelope. So the DL envelope will be wider than it needs to be. But I'm okay with that. I have some nice ones. It's fun to make your own envelopes for the Slimline cards. Yeah, absolutely. So that's a Close at Heart sentiment set, which I am loving, by the way. And I'm going to grab my strips of beads. I'm not sure if it's going to fit on this one. Let's see. I'm not sure if this is going to fit, so I'm going to measure this up against the stamp. No, it's going to chop it off, so I need the slightly bigger one, which is this one. Lovely, perfect. Nessa says she bought that stamp too. You'll be able to recreate my creations. And when I'm using my strips of ease, I always like to give it a little rub down, get some of those grooves and creases out of it. And I'm actually just going to square these off like so. And then I'm going to stick it on here like this. With a little bit of tape. Some 1 mil dimension will do the trick. These 1 mil foam pad things actually just happen to be clear, like a clear foam, which is kind of weird. All right. There we go. You are my happy place. Woohoo! So I think what I'll do is I'll actually add a few more sequins and things once the stream finishes. But let's do this one now. And I might do it this way. I'm not sure. And I have... I want to do, let's see, whether we could go yellow on the background of this one. I think that's maybe too harsh. White. Or what if we did yellow with the middle die? Yeah, and then we'll just go white for the last die. I think that will come together nicely. Those unicorns are just too cute, Lesley. Ah, thanks. I like the fact that they're nice and podgy, living their best life. Impressive, Ranger. Ranger's just managed to go belly up, balancing himself on the chair, and his head is like hanging over the edge like this. He's a funny one. All right, that really makes that pop. And let's add that onto a white piece of card. I'll trim that down to 7 inches again. And crease along at 3.5 for my card base. And if I wanted to, I could use the biggest rectangle so that it creates stitching. But I think I'm going to do without stitching on this one. I think I'm just going to build it up like this. You alright, buddy? My boy. Ranger's looking forward to his holidays. He's not ready, I don't think so. Ooh, I might actually add the scalloped border. Actually, yeah, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the scallop border twice and I'm going to stick it together to make a card. So the actual card is scalloped. It does mean that I'll need to go landscape rather than portrait, I think, to make it work better. But that's okay. We can make that work. Of course, my open card is not going to go through the machine, so let me trim that down. So the scalloped frame here is actually from the pull tab, the Slimline pull tab die. Which is the one that I used last week. So if you missed it, you can go back and watch me make a card using that. I can show you the card in just a second. It was using the seagulls, the little seagulls. And this one, my seagull is flying across the ocean with his French fry in his feet. All right. So I'm going to stick them along like this, but I'm going to add a crease to one of these first of all. Along the long edge like this. And that's going to help my card open. And this is my favorite way to create shaped cards, is just create 2 layers using a die and then crease the back one. So the front will open like so. So I'll stand up. So now we're going to add this section in the middle. Like this. I think it looks really cool. Okay, I think I'm going to skip this though. I think we'll go for something else. So what should we go for on this card tonight? It can be anything, any one of our Heffy doodles. It could be the cats. Probably don't want sea creatures like otters and things, but we could have fairies, we could have dogs. What do you guys think? I'll let you guys have a thinky poodles while I clear up. What do you think? Sarah Louise says, are you going anywhere nice, Lesley? We're going to Scotland. So that's exciting. But it's also a long way. I was going to say, did you see me? I was like, a long way. Because I'm aware of my audience. So we're going from the south of England to the north of Scotland, which is literally the whole length of the country. And, well, near enough. And it's going to take us, I think it takes, if you just leave and go and there's no traffic, it's about 10.5 hours from where we are and where we're going, which probably seems like nothing if you drive from state to state in America. So, yeah. But it's pretty big for us. All right, we've got some requests. We've got Big Bug Hugs. Oh, that's a good one. I've not done that one in a while. Space and Angels. Ooh, quite a mix. Big Bug Hugs, Space or Angels. Let's see. I quite like the idea of the Big Bug Hugs, actually. Not use those guys in a little while. Or at least that's what it feels like anyway. Let's see what we can do. Fit somebody on here maybe. Maybe Mr. Yeah, he's only just gonna fit, I think. I think I might need to upgrade to a bigger piece of card for the next one. Okay. And we'll go for... I changed my mind. Bugs too, says Candy. That's funny. Sarah Louise says, my sister moved from RAF Leeming to Elgin and it took ages. Elgin is actually where we're going. There you go. I'm going to do a flying by to say on here as well. Just a holiday or visiting family, a little bit of both. We are going and we are we're up for a couple of weeks, and the first week we are staying in Elgin, which is actually Craig's family has a holiday home there, so we're staying there. And we are going to then look around at some properties And then the second week we are going further north, and we're staying in like an Airbnb. And what else do I want? A bumblebee. I think I might go for this guy. We're staying in an Airbnb then, and it's really close to Craig's family, so they don't have the space to hold us all and a dog, so we're in an Airbnb. And then I will have my birthday up there, yay! Which will be nice. All right, let's see what we can do with these little guys. So I think I'm going to try and do lighter colors. So let me grab a 000 Copic. And I'll go for a red. So there's a dark red. Oh, wait a second. Dark red blend, dark red shades. There must be something going on here that I don't understand. Dark red blend, dark red shades. Is that different or is that the same? DR1, 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Coral shades. Okay, let's try this. Interesting, the coral shades is actually the dark coral shade CR10 is what I would call a true red, like a Christmas red, but it's very dark. Antique pink blend. No. I think I'll just stick with my corals. Or maybe I'll go for like an orange or something. Oh, coral blend, yes. All right, there's obviously a system here that I have to learn. Brown, gray. And possibly even I need to label them or store them in a way that makes sense with how to use them. So brown gray shades, brown gray blend. Oh. So I'm wondering if the shades is the dark one and the blend is the light one. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Sarah Louise says the shades are darker in color. Hey. Hey, Simon. Simon's here. Hello back at your friend. Did you find a place easily that would take dogs? No. Well, to be fair, we were stopping off at a hotel on the way up, which comes with its own challenges because, like, with pandemic and whatnot, like Scotland has barely any issues. But then that puts the pressure on us. The people are like, we don't want you guys bringing anything up, which I totally get. And masks and everything are all required now, which is no problem, blah, blah, blah. But I was saying to Craig, okay, we're going to get there really late to the hotel. What if, like, you stay in the car, with the dog and Piper, and I just run in and like quickly clean everything in the hotel room. Yeah, and he's like, I'm pretty sure like they will have people that will have done that. It's like, yeah, but I don't want to take any chances. So yeah, so the hotel was quite easy, but for the Airbnb, I think part of the challenge was the fact that they live in really, well, I was going to say obscure, but perhaps that's a bit rude. They live like in the middle of nowhere. So the area that we wanted to go to was restricted. So we found one place and we pretty much went, if we don't book this now, we might not find anything else. So we booked it. All right, so that is AB3. I don't know what the A means. Oh, aqua blue, there we go. Aqua blue. Hydrangea blend. This guy is a two-toned snail in bright colors, because why not? I mean, if I was a snail, I would definitely have a tie-dye shell. You guys can't see. I think that's definitely my kind of thing. Simon, are you moving house too? So much going on. Pale pink blend. And I think I'm going to add a couple of like little dot detail onto his shell, because I think that would be more fun. Yeah. All right, we've got some stuff going on here. This guy's definitely going to need that pale pink blend. Moves are so stressful, says Marcy. Aww. Jasmine says, I have the purple hydrangea blend. It's my fave. Yeah, there's many purples that I really don't like in the Copics. As you know, as you guys will know. I'm a bit vocal about it. Why don't you have some good purples, darn it? And let's go for this guy, and he gonna be blue. A nice blue. I'm gonna go darker blue actually. You okay, buddy? These markers are definitely squeakier than any of the other ones that I have. You got an itch? You right, buddy? Do you want me to put some water? There you go. My boy. Okay, let's die cut these little beauties. Marcy says the face on that snail. I think he looks a bit derpy. Derpy, 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 derpy. He is fun though. All right. Get this guy on the go. Gosh, it is hot in here. I think Ranger wants to go inside. You okay, buddy? Want to go in the house? You okay? You going to settle down? He doesn't know what he's going to do. You okay? Do you want to go inside to Daddy? Right, I'll be back in a minute, guys. My doggo needs me. Right, off you go. I'm back. Sweet Ranger, yeah. I'd lift him up, but he had a bath earlier and he's still like wet dog. Jasmine says mine don't squeak that much. It might just because they're new, I'm not sure. I don't know. Anybody got any information or input in regards to Spectrum Noir pens squeaking? Snow, hi Snow! Snow says, all my Spectrum Noir squeak. I hate that about them. Yeah. When I was using it, I was like, Snow would hate this. All right, we are going well. So because we're going to be moving soon, I think my weekend is going to be like cleaning and tidying. Which I'm excited about the end result, but not the actual doing of all those things. Hey ho. I have a couple of old ones, says Jasmine, that have a slight squeak, but I don't find them that bad. And my triplens are not as squeaky as your side. So I guess you guys can hear them pretty well from all the way over there. Okay, so here's my card. And we've got this little dude hiding in the grass. And we have Mr. Snail. And we have Mr. Butterfly. Okay, I don't think I want Mr. Butterfly over here by the blue. So let's see if we can sugar these around a wee bit. Yeah, something like that would be cool, I think. And then flying by to say, and then we'll figure out the rest in a minute. Yells said, I did some stamping, colouring and die cutting today. I thought it would help with the inspiration to have some elements to play with in regards to creating. Good idea. A lot of people are now getting inspired to do Christmassy things. Just not my jam. Maybe it's the paper. Oh, maybe. Oh no, but don't we? Oh yeah, Marcy says hers don't squeak. I thought it was snow there for a second. I was like, don't we use the same paper? Could be. Jasmine says, we threw out so much stuff when we moved. It's liberating. Oh yeah, I am already excited about that. So today, one of the things, I'm fairly certain like everybody's kitchen is probably like this, but you know, when you have your kitchen and you have your cupboards up here and you've got your, you know, tins of soup and whatever, and then there's like, in our kitchen, there's a gap between the top of the cupboard and the ceiling. And I think it probably started innocently with, oh, where should I put this casserole dish? Oh, I'll just put it up there. Where should I put this platter? I'll put it up there. And then it got to, you're buying cereal, boxes of cereal, but there's no room left in the cereal cupboard, but there's only a little bit left in that box of whatever. So, and you need, you know, I need Rice Krispies for when I make Rice Krispie squares, and I want brown flakes, that's what I eat. And then Craig has something else, and I have to have porridge oats in there because I do baking with porridge oats. And then Piper wants Cocoa Pops or whatever it is. So even though there's only 3 of us, we need at least 8 different types of cereal in the cereal cupboard. So then up on the top of the shelf, cereal. And that's where, oh, there's, you know, special offer on tinned tomatoes. So guess where they go? Up there. So today, like, write everything down, cleaned everything, and there were 3 boxes of like lasagna sheets, and all of them were out of date. I don't even know how lasagna sheets can really go out of date, but anyway, one was like 2018. And then the other one was 2019. Probably would have been okay, but I was like, I have to be brutal. I know where to put them. Yeah. We went through Piper's toys last week and did the whole charity shop or whatever we're going to do with it. Give it to someone, keep it, charity shop. And I have to say, this week, because we did that, she has definitely played with a lot more things, which is brilliant. She's definitely played with a lot more things. She's like, oh, I forgot about that. I'm going to play with that. She did a little sand art thing. And she played with like some light up Lego things. And we found some stuff that hasn't seen the light of day since goodness knows when. All right, he's gonna go there. And then we've got a flying by torso, which is gonna need a strips of these. Probably. Ooh, I wonder if I could cut it out with this. That might be fun. It's maybe a bit close to the edge, but let's try it anyway. Might not work. If it doesn't work, we'll try it again. Might give kind of a fun illusion of movement. Ooh. It's the type of nib, says Roberta. Mine make an awful noise when I colour them. Oh. Marcy says, yes, you just want to blink. Like, who was it? The I Dream of Jeannie, where she's like, yeah, that's definitely, or was it Bewitched or something, where she'd go like, definitely want to blink and then it's done. Moving is the best time to declutter. Make sure you take photos of your items before you hire movers. Ooh, good call. Well, I've got 2.5 boxes packed already. One is just cookbooks. We're kind of doing the thing where we're like, okay, what have I not touched in 6 months? Or what could I do without for 6 months? That kind of thing. And like cookbooks. Probably don't actually use these cookbooks all that much. Not sure I really I'm emotionally ready to get rid of them all. But I definitely don't need them in my life for the next 6 months. Are you taking your craft? Well, yeah. Ooh, hello. That looks so pretty, doesn't it? I'm gonna tuck this in here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, queen, love it. Okay, let's add some tape to that boil. So yes, of course we'll be taking everything, but do you mean on holiday or do you mean like when we move? Because if I have anything to say, my new craft will be bigger than what I've got here. Yeah. Roberta says, dealing with damages from a recent move. Oh no, what broke? Yeah. So we've packed we packed cookbooks, and then we packed a box which has, what did it have? It had some pie dishes. So it actually did have some breakables. It had like a herb chopper wooden block thing, and it had like a cake plate thing. So that definitely did have some potentially breakable doodles in it, sadly. Okay, I'm going to cut out this die. I'm going to use this die to cut out this shape so that it is raised up. What did it do with it though? No, there it is. I love that you know American television, Lesley. Oh yeah. A bedroom set, and one of the key parts is missing completely. How do you even like lose something like that? That's massive. Wow, that's crazy. I'm sorry that you're having to deal with that. That's no fun at all. This has been a frustrating move, says Roberta. Yeah, I'm already a bit stressed about it because we haven't put our house on the market yet because we don't know whether we're going to actually sell this one, because it depends on what we find. If we find something that does the job, and because it's a cheaper area, much cheaper than where we are now, then we could probably buy a house and keep this one and let it out. But then if we see something, we don't see anything within that budget and we want to go, we'll sell this one and then get something a bit bigger and better up there. depending on what we see. So we have to sell this one. But in Scotland, they have this thing where you can't gazump. Do you guys know what a gazumping is? Oh, I'm fuzzy. Yeah, check the settings. Gazumping is when, let's say there's a house for 500,000 and I say, I'll pay you 490,000. Well, then Jasmine might say, well, I'll pay you 492,000. And then that you get this like bidding war happening. But in Scotland, they have a system where you can't gazump. If I say, I'll give you 490, then the owner either says yes or no. And if they say yes, even if Jasmine comes and waves her checkbook, the current owner of the house can't do anything about it. They've already accepted my offer. Oh, this is not coming out. Come on. I don't know why this is being such a punk. So because of that, houses can go on the market today. Somebody could come view it, make an offer, offer's accepted, boom, the house is no longer on the market. So I need you all to put really positive things into really positive feelers into the universe so that the perfect house goes on the market the moment we reach Scotland. Because if we see something now, I've booked in some viewings and things. This is a nightmare, come on. I've booked in some viewings and things, but they could all be gone by the time we get up there. Gee whiz, this is not even sticky very much anymore. Still sticky, it's okay. All right, I do think we need something down here. So what shall we have? Maybe do another little. Oh, we could do a ladybug. Ladybug, ladybug. Let us do a ladybug. Jasmine says, I want to rent your house so I can have a craft room. Yeah, you have to learn to drive first, Jasmine. Well, I suppose if you need to go into work, you do. But if you're still working from home, then you probably don't. What did I say? Coral blend, wasn't it? There we go. Lovely. I really like this red tone. I think I prefer this red tone over any of the other ones that we have. In my Copic collection. Brown grey blend. Oh, he's so cute. Love it. Squeaks and all. He's lovely. We moved 3 times in 18 months a few years back. Still got boxes never opened. Yeah, that's happened. Roberta says, oh, so you can't pit buyers against each other. That's smart. It is smart, but one of the houses I really liked is under offer and I can't go see it. I can't outbid them. But never mind. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Maybe just as we're going up there, their sale will fall through. It'll come on the market. They'll phone us. We'll go see it. We'll buy it. And it'll be like, yay, that's it. Oh, no. Snow says the stream just crashed. And then someone says, it said you'd finished and then back to normal. Oh, it was on my end, but it didn't show a disconnect black screen with a timer. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. With this computer, you never know what's gonna happen. Maybe in my new craft room, I'll get a different computer. The funny thing is, this computer is actually really, really powerful. But because it's so powerful, it has a big fan. So it's like, roar. I call it grunty PC. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Let's have that. Yael said, my ideal house would have a gym, craft room, and a swimming pool, and some lovely coastal walks. We can dream. Well, actually, one of the houses we're going to go see overlooks, like, it's kind of, so you've got the house here, and then there's a small, maybe only about 5 meters or 4 or 5 meters, which is, like, I guess, part of the garden, and then there's a fence, and then it steps down, there's a field, but it all goes like this, and then on the other side of the field is the water, is where the peninsula comes in. So they call it the Firth in Scotland. So you literally, your house looks onto the water, and in between the house and the sea is like a ruin, like a castle ruins, or what's left of a castle, and it's called Castle Craig, and my husband's name is Craig, so we thought that was funny. Nessa says, once charity shops reopen, not even looking in the boxes, just going to donate. Well, our charity shops have opened over here, but apparently you're only allowed to bring 1 box, which already I'm at my quota, so I don't know. I'm gonna need to do a little tour around and be like, here's one for you, and here's one for you. Do something like that. All right. Here we go, flying by to say, and then I'll have to have something in the inside. I probably should have figured that out before I stuck everything together. But maybe we could have a happy birthday or something. I'll do that later because I wanted to do another card, but I wanted to do a imperial size card, but use these, the squares, and show you how to use that. So let's put that one to the side for now. And I'm going to use the middle rectangle or the small one. Let me see. I think I'm going to use the small rectangle, and I'm going to use this one as well. Let me just check that. I think this one's going to be too tight, really. Oh no, I think I will use this one. Changed my mind again. Okay, I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use this guy as well to cut it out. And it's going to go onto a card. So let's do this. I'm just going to put these through the machine together. So I'm going to tape this down onto a piece of note card, and then this one, instead of centering it, I'm going to push it up a little bit. Am I? No, I'm going to center it. I'm trying to think. What is it that I want to do? I'm going to do it separately. I remember now. I'm going to do this one first. Like so. Roberta says, a self-cleaning house would be my dream house. Me too. Me too. I would very much like that. Although I would settle for a house where people tidy up after themselves. All right. So I wanted to have 2 panels. I actually think, do I want 2 or do I want 3? So I'm going to use my Imperial stitched rectangles for this. Yeah, so I'm going to forget about this 3rd rectangle, and I'm going to there we go. I'm going to center this frame on here this way. I'm not going to care about this way. And put this through the machine again. They've already, our local like recycling area, which we call the dump, and they've already put lots of restrictions on it. It was closed over the lockdown period, obviously. But now you have to register your car and you have to book a slot. But then you also, you have to register your car and you have to book a slot, but you're restricted then. You can only go once a week. You can't go any more than that. So that's fun. All right, so now I've used not the largest rectangle in that set. I think it's the 2nd largest. Cut that down. Looks like curtains. Ooh, that's pretty. Keep that. So now I have a section like this, and I'm going to add a scalloped edge down the side of this to make it pop. So let's grab some scraps. I'm gonna figure out what I've got here and then use that to determine my colors. Okay, I've got some pink. Pink will be the winner tonight. So I'm going to put these through the machine like so. Let me just bring some of my tape over to the machine. Nessa says circular house with circular rooms is my dream house. No corners to clean. Funny thing is, Nessa, that is my nightmare house. There was a house that had like a tower, like it looked like a turret. And from the outside, it looked really cool. But on the inside, I was like, what do you even put in that? Like, you can't put your sofa up against it. You can't put a wardrobe up against it. So in the picture they had, it was weird. So they had a room that was like, where's my thing that I just cut? So let's pretend it was a room like this. And then it just had a circle over here. So like all they had was a chair, like an armchair. Because what are you going to put in an area like that? It's so weird. I thought it was very, very bizarre. I was not a fan on that one. So you can definitely keep the houses with circular rooms. That one's not for me. Okay, so this is me kind of trying to stretch my stash, for want of a better word. And I'm going to line that up and trim it off like so. Trying to make sure it's not going to peek out the inside here. Something like that. Awesome. What about the rest of you? Would you like a circular house? Oh, the hubby would build furniture to fit. Oh, I see. If I had a hubby that would build furniture, I would be keeping him busy building craft room furniture. All right. Let's see if we can use the big one now, and we'll stick this onto a card. We may just trim it down to the same size actually. Use that other one. That would be fun. Let's go. Should we go yellow? I think yellow would be a nice bright color for us to use here. Yellow always reminds me of Mona. She's so happy. She's so bright and lovely. So this is going to go on here like this. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do with these inside pieces. I'm going to pop them in. I think what we'll do is we'll add a little bit of color to the back of them. Maybe using a blue tone. Where's my blue? This is always a favorite. I'm using one of the little Time for Tea brushes for this blue. And now what shall we go for? For this one. Maybe pasta, maybe, oops, that didn't work. Oh, come on. He doesn't want to play ball. Looks like citrus colors. Yeah, it looks like tropical kind of colors. Maybe we could turn it into something like that. Let's stick this down. Oh, circus. Circus is fun too. Maybe we could put the elephant on it from the Elephant of Surprise. Do you know what I should have done is made it into a shaker card. If I'd thought about it. All right. And what if we use that gull? Where's my gull gone? Not my gull. Silly me, this one, the sentiment. So we could do the sending love. This one, where is he? Come on. This one's going to be beautiful. It's definitely going to go right in the middle there. It's made to fit there because you can, it's a perfect size. So we could do seals or otters, or we could even put a little bit of sand and then add our crab and, oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do that for sure. That would be cool. We could use this guy and create a sandy bank. I'm just going to freehand it on both situations. And use a bit of ink to ink that up. Scattered straw, distress ink here. Antique linen was below it, so I'll add some of that too for a bit more of a browner tone. And I think I'll use my markers to add a couple of speckles of darker colors to that. Fair Skin Blend. We'll just tap some on here. And voila. More of a sandy look. So this is going to go here. I'm just going to go for it because it's getting too hot to be making meaningful decisions. Feeling hot, hot, hot. All right, so we could have lobster, or we could go for seagull. What do you guys think? What's your thoughts? Any preference in what you would like to see? Either way, we're going to have a bit of a sandcastle situation. I think a bucket and spade and a sandcastle. Will be fun, and then we'll decide crab, lobster, or seagull. So we've got a golden brown here. Oh, it's a perfect sand color. Okay, and we'll have a bucket and spade. I want to stick to some bright summery tones. So this one is called Green Turquoise Blend, which is perfect. I'll go for a darker green. Rim, and I think I'll go for a yellow. You coming in? Okay. Just calmly sitting outside on his cool mat. Crazy boy. And I think I'll bring that yellow into the inside. And magenta and lavender. Oh, lavender or purple. Purple. Should we go for purple? Nice. Like ever since we talked about these, I don't feel like my pens have been as squeaky as they were either. As they were earlier, I mean. All right, seagull and a crab. Sound fun. Even though seagulls and crabs are probably mortal enemies. When we were up in Scotland last year and Piper would go crabbing, as soon as you would take a, pull up the string with a crab, the seagulls would practically dive bomb you. Like, mine. Keen to get in on that action. And then I think that's going to be it for tonight's shenanigans. I think we're going to have this one up top and this one down below. Maybe. You coming in, Ranger? You guys know that like your baby has like different cries, the fake cry from the real cry. And your dogs also have a similar thing, like oh, he's stuck somewhere, he needs some help, And Ranger's doing the woof like he's stuck somewhere, but he's just sitting out there happy, so I don't know what's going on with him. So we're going to have a crab up top, maybe, or a seagull, I'm not sure. And then down the bottom, we're going to have the other one, whichever one we don't put up top. I think that works. Mr. Krabby, come to me. I think he wants into the house. Better go let him in. I'll be right back. Go and get in then. What you doing? Just chilling on his cool mat. I think it's starting to rain, so he's probably barking at the rain, this silly fool. Craig and I both opened the door, just checking him at the same time. 2 doors. Alright, so here's Mr. Crab. And let's find Mr. Seagull. I think this guy looks like super pleased with himself. Maybe him there and him here. He looks more balanced there. I think I do want him. Let's stamp him, colour him, see where he wants to live. Figure it out later. I can't wait to get some fresh crab and fresh lobster when we're in Scotland. All right, I am going to go ahead and stick these guys down before I forget or move them. Yeah, my bucket and spade, like that. And I'm just going to actually sneak that in there. Oops. When are you going? Just think when you move, you will get fresh more often. I know, it's really exciting. We are going up at the start of August, the first weekend in August. We are heading up north. Oh, those are the light ones. As much as I'm enjoying my dry blends, I think I'm still going to need my greys. My Copic greys. There we go. And we'll go for orange feet and beak. Look at this. So Craig's uncle Jimmy has a boat, and we go out in the boat, and we just like literally catch the crab and bring it home, which is pretty awesome. All right, Mr. Krabby. You really can't get any fresher than that. I know, it's amazing. They also have, which is something that they don't have down here, obviously, is like the fishman, I guess they call them. And it's a guy with a white van. Get so cross when that happens. That comes off. Oh, Sarah Louise, look. Night, Nessa. There's a guy in a white van, and he drives around, and he has fresh fish. So you literally drive up to the house, and you go and you say, "I'll have a kilo of prawns and a lobster and 2 cods, please." And yeah, so. And it was fresh in the sea that morning, so there's a reason why we don't eat very much fish and chips down here. Well, yeah, I guess he is a fishmonger, Carl, but you get fishmongers down here, and they're not giving you fish fresh from the sea. You know, this is something that's been caught in the morning, put on ice, but never actually been frozen. All right, I'm gonna pop these dudes up a little bit. Oh, accidentally took another one there. Can I make that one work? Carl said, I had some of that in Australia. Oh yeah, yum, 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 yum. Delicious. And the funny thing is, because is where Craig's family are, every time we go up there, it's like, oh, you have to go to Portnocky for fish and chips. Oh, best fish and chips, Portnocky. Oh, you have to go to Cullen for ice cream. Gotta go there for ice cream. Yeah, it's the best ice cream. Oh, this is for a white pudding supper. Go to this place. So we're just gonna eat like pigs the whole time we're there. Although to be actually, there is this incentive at the moment for the UK government is doing to boost the economy and help the food industry. All throughout August, if you eat at a restaurant, you get half price food up to a certain allowance or something like that. So I said to Craig, great holiday, just eat out all the time. Which sounds wonderful, but when you've got a dog, it's not that easy, to be honest. But I'm sure we'll find a way to make something work, I'm sure. All right. And over here, I'm going to pull out some enamel dots and fun things and see if we can decorate our cards for tonight, which I think would be really cool. Don't have any green on this one. But we'll add our yellow. Let's see what else we can do. Another little guy down there. And maybe another yellow over here. Cute. They made fish and chips at the pier with the catch of the day. It was the most amazing fish and chips I've ever eaten. That'll be me, stuffed in my face with lots of delicious things. And I cannot wait. Nom 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 nom. All right, we're in the final furlongs, as it were. Just seeing what we're going to add to this. I think these are the right colors. Oh, there's a little bit of that kind of pink. I'll add one. Add one for fun. This pink and green isn't quite the right color. I could use some sequins. I've got loads of sequins and gems, but I'm trying to go through my enamel dot collection. Try to use it all up. This one has gems. Pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Maybe a little pearl. And these ones too. For some fun. Make It by Marcus says, I really like the flying by to say. I think it's fun. So that's your favorite, huh? Let's hold it up here. We can take a closer look. And we have, I've put the sort of silvery pen on that there. I think it's cute, and I love the way that the trio, it makes it pop, I think, with the rainbow colors. Then we've got our little unicorns flying around. And then we have Sending Love. I think it needs, this Sending Note Love needs at least another color of gem or something on it. Let's see what I can find. Even if it's just a little white pearl or a tiny little gemmy gem. That one would do. Come on. Oh, sticking to everything. They don't want to stick to anything apart from the things they're not supposed to stick to. There we go. I think it's cute. I love those colors. I just got on, says Monica. Hi, I'm gonna have to watch from the beginning later. And Sarah Louise says those colors are so beautiful on them all, but I think the unicorn one is her favorite. Oh, yay. Well, there we go. And I hope that gave you some other ideas on how to use the Stitch Slimline Trio. I think we've got about 30 left in stock, so it's not down to the end of the line, but it certainly isn't masses and masses. So for those of you who have who missed at the start of the stream, I did mention that we have a couple of blog hops happening at the moment. So it was a blog hop last Saturday, which was a blog hop to celebrate our new release. The winner is going to be announced tomorrow. And then we had a blog hop on, I want to say Monday or Tuesday, with Time for Tea, and that one's still open for comments, so you can go on and you can leave a comment, and then you might be one of the randomly selected winners. So you might want to check that out. As for me, I'm going to go and fan myself and drink another full bottle of ice cold water. Yay, Marcy's loving the colors. All right, you guys, I shall see you next week for some more fun Come Craft with me, and then maybe you could tell me, give me some ideas for what else is you want to see me make. Water is good. Take it easy, and I shall see you next week. Have a great weekend. Love you all. Bye.